Okay, pull
Deep
easy on
in the
three.
corner
One,
of a
two,
forgotten
three.
desert boneyard, she
Got
sits.
the weight.
The
Clear on this
Northrop
side.
F-5 Freedom Fighter. Once a supersonic guardian of the skies, she is now a ghost of aluminum and peeling paint.
We
The
need to replace
cockpit
the hydraulic
glass
lines
is
here before
clouded
we
by
seal this
decades
section
of
up.
sun,
Get me the
and the
schematics for
intake
section 4.
vents are filled with the fine red silt of the high desert. The restoration begins not with a roar, but with a whisper, the first touch. You run your hand over the cold, oxidized skin. It feels like sandpaper. You pick up a small wrench, tink, 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 tapping the fuselage to hear the hollow resonance of a machine waiting to wake up. We start by stripping her down. The screech of a rusty bolt giving way, the rhythmic hiss of an air compressor, and the metallic clack of panels being removed one by one. Underneath the grime, the bones of the 1960s engineering are still there, waiting for the light. Now we enter the belly of the plane. The J-85 turbojet engines are pulled out. They are oily, black, and silent.
All right, we're removing the bypass fan blades one by one. As you can see, once polished, they have this incredible mirror finish.
We use a soft bristled brush to clear away the soot from the turbine blades. Did you know? The F-5 was designed to be so simple that a small team could maintain it in the middle of a jungle or a desert. It is the sports car of the jet world. We move to the cockpit. This is the heart of the experience. Every analog gauge is removed. Click, turn, pull. We polish the glass of the altimeter until it shines like a diamond.
Pumping the
We
brakes
rewire
now.
the stick, feeling
Okay,
the
got good flow
tactile
and bubbles.
thump of the
Hold it there.
triggers. The smell of old leather and hydraulic fluid fills the air, a scent of history. We replace the cracked seals with fresh, supple rubber that seats into place with a satisfying pop. The most hypnotic part of the restoration is the stripping of the old camouflage. We use a chemical peel. Watch as the cracked, sun-bleached green and brown paint begins to bubble and lift. We scrape it away, scree, revealing the bright, raw silver of the aircraft-grade aluminum beneath. Then comes the sanding. From 400 grit to 2,000 grit, the sound evolves from a coarse growl to a silky smooth hum. Finally, the paint booth. The whoosh of the spray gun delivers a fresh coat of aggressor gray. The mist settles perfectly, smooth as glass. We stencil the markings back on, the U.S. Air Force lettering, the star and bars, and the no-step warnings. The plane begins to look less like a relic and more like a predator. The final pieces are locked in. The canopy is lowered, a heavy mechanical thud, followed by the airtight seal of the vacuum. We stand back. The F-5 Freedom Fighter is no longer a skeleton in the sand. She is a mirror, reflecting the sunset off her polished nose cone. The hydraulics are pressurized. You hear the high-pitched whine of the pumps and the rhythmic clunk-clunk of the landing gear cycling for the first time in 30 years. It is a masterpiece of kinetic art. The restoration is complete. From total destruction to a showroom finish, the Freedom Fighter is ready to chase the horizon once more.
Takeoff.